Hi guys, today we're going to talk about how to reprice Replens. What does that mean for your business and what kind of conditional repricing rules you should set for Replens. And the difference between Replens and other products is that Replens can continue to go out and get them consistently. You can keep buying them. You might put them in bundles or also put them in combos, and you might sell them at a higher profit margin. So this is really a scalable business opportunity. So without further ado, let's go to business. So what type of products are Replens? Replens could be anything. It's not limited to a specific category. It could be toys, it could be groceries, it could be all different type of products. Typically, there might be 10 to 15 sellers on it, and there's a stable demand each month, and you're selling consistently the products. So the prices don't fluctuate by too much every month, and you might use bundle packs or combo. These are products you could always buy and you can build up to scalable business model like Lego blocks. So the question comes, why Replens? Replens give consistency to a business. You can continue to go out and get the same product over and over again. You also know how much money you're going to be making for each of the products you source. There's also consistency when you're preparing the products and you're shipping the products out. They're all very similar in size. And there's also less unsold inventory, which is huge. So you don't have to carry huge amounts of inventory. You typically just carry 1 month of inventory, so the risk is a lot less. I'll talk about two problems that Replen customers face. The first one is when the products aren't selling and the Replen product that are supposed to have a stable demand, there's a lot more competitors on there. There's people tanking the price. What should you do with that in situation? The second problem, and this is a good problem, is the products are selling too fast and they're selling like hotcakes and you can't get your hands on the products fast enough to replenish them. And in this scenario, you want to find a way to get more profits from the Replens, from the available stock that you have. I'm going to be going through 3 different conditional repricing settings for you to show you what you can do in these different situations. Let's go into the software. So because of the nature of the business, for the Replen products, you do want to get into the buy box so you can sell off the product, but you don't want to be at the lowest prices. So in this first setting, we go into the system, and then in the system here, what you can do is you go to repricing rules, and then you can add a new rule. And when you add the new rule, it's going to bring you to the next screen here, and then you can pick conditional repricing. And in conditional repricing, you can go to the FBA advanced conditions. And I'm going to call this the Replens 1. This is the first strategy that I'm going to teach you. And then once you go to the next screen, what you can do is you can now select the building blocks, the conditional repricing. So the first thing you do, you go to when, and you click on the inventory age, which is the default, and then you go and click on listings that did not win the buy box. So the listing that did not win the buy box, the reason we're doing this is if you win the buy box, you're much more likely to sell the product. If you don't win the buy box, that means that this product hasn't been the buy box. But we want to add another condition, a sub-condition under that to make sure that this is the right setting for you. Because you could not be in the buy box and still be getting sales. But we're talking about situations where you're not in the buy box and you're not getting any sales. So once we select the listing not in the buy box, we can pick for 2 days all the way to 30 days. Okay, so what you could start out with, you might start out with 2 days. And then for the sub-condition, you can add a condition, and here you could see, you could put units sold for the last 7 days. And for example, let's say you haven't sold any products in the last 7 days. So it's equal to 0. Then in this type of situation, if you want to do price matching, you might go to rule plus min price. You actually have 3 options here. You can actually set it to a more competitive rule. You might set it to the AI sales maximizer, or you can actually set a rule and also reset your min price, but we're not going to do that yet. Or you can select your price, and then you can go to the buy box price, and then you can maybe minus by a penny. So that is the first setting you do. And then you can repeat this setting again. So this is the first when condition. You can go to the next one, again, where I'm clicking the buy box wins. And again, I select the listings that did not win the buy box. And I'm clicking save again. Remember to click save, it's important. So it saved the setting. And then, of course, I add the other condition. Again, it's the units sold the last 7 days. And then here, instead of picking the last 2 days now, I'm going to pick the last 4 days. Okay, so for the last 4 days, I haven't won the buy box, and units sold the last 7 days. Let's say typically this Replen product, I sell 10 of them per month. So, if you do that in 7 days, that's probably, I need to sell more than 2 of them per week. So here, I'm going to put units sold less than 2 units, or I can put it to 0 again, so it equals to 0. And then here, I can now go to your price. And again, I go to the buy box price, and then now I'm going to do a little bit more aggressive. So I put minus 2 cents to lower the price by that. And then again, I can repeat this process depending on what I want to do. I'm going to do one more here. I'm going to add another when condition. Again, I select listings not in the buy box. So listings that did not win the buy box, I press save. And this time, I haven't won the buy box in the last 7 days. Again, I add the condition, the units sold the last 7 days, it's equal to 0. Okay, so it means I haven't got any sales the last 7 days. I haven't won the buy box. I can even add another condition here if I want to, which is the listing at the lowest price. So this means that your listings is at the min price already, but you're still not able to get the buy box. So that's another condition that you can add as well. But let's say the listing's at the min price for the last 7 days. The units sold for the last 7 days equal to 0, and the listing did not win the buy box for the last 7 days. Then in this specific situation, then I would actually now lower my min price, right? Because I'm not getting a buy box at all. So I might lower my min price. Let's say, for example, originally I was at 35% ROI. Now I might set it to maybe 33% ROI to slowly, incrementally lower my price. I'm trying to match the price. I'm not going down to the lowest price. And then maybe now, maybe before it was on the AI equalizer rule, now I'm going to put it into the AI sales booster to try to get a little bit boost to make it more aggressive for the repricer so that you can actually get into the buy box, which is going to lead me to more sales. The second way when we're repricing Replens is to use the days of supply. And the days of supply from Amazon report means how many days it's going to take to sell out the inventory that you have inside Amazon. So what you do is you can go into our repricing rules again, and you can add a new rule. And we actually have days of supply as a default rule. You can also set a specific number of days of supply in the FBA advanced conditions as well. So when I select the days of supply conditions, I'm going to go down here. Again, I'm going to put this Replens 2, and I'm going to go to next here. And in the next screen, for the days of supply, you're going to see that it goes from 1 and 30 days all the way to more than 365 days. But for our Replens, usually we're going to be looking at between 61 and 90 days and below that because we're not keeping stock more than 1 month worth. So, between 1 and 30 days, I might put it into a less aggressive rule, which is more on the profit side. And as I have longer days of supply, then I would put it into a more aggressive repricing rule. So in our example here, we have the profit maximizer between 0 and 30 days. Then we have the AI profit booster, which is between 31 and 60 days. And then when it's over 61 and 90 days, we have the AI equalizer. And as the product gets older and older, as the days of supply increases, then we would have a more aggressive rule. And we don't use default inventory rule here because typically for the days of supply, we're looking at product within 1 or 2 months. So this is why we use the days of supply, and you could use these default settings. And then for the last one, when none of the above conditions are met, again, you can pick a specific rule here. You could also put the AI equalizer, which just gives you an equal amount of sales and profits. Third, I want to solve the issue when you don't have enough products and you want to sell the products at a higher price. And typically, people might have to go into the repricer and reset the price themselves manually. But now you can save time and do this automatic, and you get actually more profits. So let me show you how to do that. When you go into the software, again, we're going to go into our repricing rules. You click on Add New Rule. And once in Add New Rule, you go to Conditional Repricing again, and then you click on FBA Advanced Conditions. If you're FBM, this will also work for you. So you can click FBA advanced conditions, and here I'm going to call it Replens 3. And here we're going to use the available quantity plus the number of units sold. That's the building blocks that we're going to use. So here I'm going to pick available quantity, and this is the quantity that I have available in my Amazon stock. So I press save, and let's go back to the example. If I had a Replen product that sells around 10 units a month, and the available quantity, let's say we only have less than 5 units now available. And then we're going to add units sold the last 7 days, and this is when it's greater than, let's say, 5 units. So I know I'm going to sell out in less than a week based on my current sales. So in this situation, I can actually go and I can increase my price. I can put it to my max price minus a certain percentage. I can also use the buy box price plus a certain percentage or a certain number. Or I could do your price, my current Amazon price, and I can actually add by $4 if I want to set specific examples. So you could do that right now with this available quantity plus the units sold. And of course, the reverse is true as well. If you have a lot of quantity and you're not selling them, then you can make it to a more aggressive rule, or you could actually try to reset your min prices to get more of the buy box. So you could use this strategy to increase your sales and also your profits per unit. So let's look at some of the results of people who use the Conditional Repricer to really improve their business. Here I have an account with using the Conditional Repricing for this month. After they start using it, they are able to increase their sales by almost 18%. And they got a lot more orders. Okay, so their orders also increased by a large amount. A lot of this is because they're more willing to lower their prices for products that aren't selling. And also they're able to raise some of the profit when it adjusts the price higher for them. So this could be you as well. Definitely try out the Conditional Repricer for your business. We believe it would definitely be helpful, especially as useful for Replen business to help you automate many of the things that take extra time, and you can spend more time on sourcing and adding more Lego blocks to build up your business brick by brick. We hope our powerfully enhanced Repricing Central will give your Amazon business much better results, give you much more control, and save you more time. Make sure to subscribe to our BQool Conditional Repricer if you haven't yet, and enjoy a 14-day free trial. No credit card is needed. For current subscribers, take advantage of our special offers in the description below. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you can never miss any updates, promos, and Amazon tips. We're at BQool. We keep innovating to help you stay cool with your Amazon business.